Hello everybody, it's me Roscoe and welcome to the latest instalment of Game Day, and we're arrived at Portman Road as Ipswich Town take on Newcastle United in the Premier League, the game before Christmas, the big day and all that jazz. But yeah, Town of course going into this fresh off the 2-1 late win at Wolves, and yeah, they're looking to get back-to-back wins. We shall see what will happen. Obviously today Newcastle United have got a nice little connection with them, with the Geordies, with Sir Boy Robson and co, and also my mum supports Newcastle, so big up my mum Liz, who will be sort of on the fence today in terms of like she'll want to see Newcastle do well, but she'll also want to see it should do well as well, so we shall see. I've gone for a draw, I've gone on the fence as well. It'll be a tough one, but looking forward to it. Got normal stickers ever, media scran, the Thoughts on the Cowie Army, team news, and I'm just going to turn around because it's an empty Portman Road at the moment. Stewards get into their positions doing their final stadium checks. And yeah, looking forward to it. Let's go upstairs, get some food in the belly. Let's go. I hope you enjoy. 2, 1. Okay then, food is very much in the belly, ladies and gentlemen. Now in the media suite. AJ next to me. How are you?
I'm good. Not as cool as you.
Oh, no.
Apparently, he's been admiring himself in the reflection, going, "Look how cool I look! Look how cool I look."
Although I did get pointed out, I have quickly did a bit of a
Outfit change.
Outfit change, that's the thing. Yeah. Because when I rocked up, Howard from the club said, Ross, why are you wearing Newcastle colours? And I was like, looking up and down, I went, I actually am.
Yeah, members of our team have an issue with wearing colours of the opposition. Yeah. You shouldn't do that, you know. So
still Watson, he's over there. But yeah, mate, how are you feeling for today? You've gone for a defeat, so boo you.
I have, but it's just because I want it to be a bit kind of, well, not different, because 3 of us have gone for defeats, but part of it is, and we've spoken about this before, when I predict them to not win, it usually means that they stand a bit more of a chance. I predicted the loss at Tottenham and a draw against Wolves, and they won both. So there's a bit of logic in that. Whereas all the times I predicted them to win, I think they've probably lost all of them quite badly. So I'm trying to avoid that one at the moment. And also, yeah, Newcastle are a good team, so we'll see. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, hopefully he is wrong. I've gone for a draw. Hopefully I'm wrong as well, but it's going to be a Town win. We just got the food in the belly. It was nice turkey a la King. Kings of Anglia.
Really?
Shout out. And you said it settled in your stomach very nicely.
Yes, needed that. So that was really good. Creamy, good veg, rice. Yeah, liked it.
But although I was a bit disappointed, I thought it was going to be like a roast dinner, like a Christmas dinner before the Christmas dinners. But you can't have it all. Also in the programme, let me just, yeah, you got it.
There we are.
There we go.
Look at those faces.
Look at those mugs.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Oh, look, you can even see Ross's mug next to it. Comparison. Yeah.
Have I changed much? No. Yeah, very good. It's in the programme. Obviously, you'll be watching this after the game, so if you did get a programme, see if you can find it.
Yeah, see him,
yeah.
And like tweet it or tag us or something.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, look, there you are. Yeah. And hopefully we'll be in it every week from now on.
Yes.
I hope.
Ipswich Town.
Fingers crossed.
Team news is going to drop shortly. I'm also been given Stu's Jason Dazelle book, which is, I've started the first foreword. I'll get through the first chapter.
You had to have read the first 4 words.
4 words, and I'm like, nah, I've had enough of this already. But no, very good. Still on sale. Still on sale. But yeah, team news is going to drop, so I'll be back shortly to let you know about that. AJ's done for the day. See you later, mate.
Oh, bye.
As you can see, I'm now back pitchside. Team news dropped a little while ago. I sort of stayed upstairs in the warm for a little bit longer than normal. And one change, the big talking point was who was going to be up top instead of Liam Delap. Of course, he's suspended for this game for his 5th yellow card at Wolves. And Sammy Smollett is up top. He's sort of a natural replacement. Obviously, Ali Hamadi is actually a striker. But for me, I was backing Sammy to start, and he does start today. See how he gets on. Portman Road is looking pretty as standard. Newcastle fans backing up their away end. Here we go as ever. We've got the Flames. Always keeping me warm. Thank you very much. Right, it's going to come out. Hello, Mr. Lenz. There we go. Mr. Hall. The Flyers. More Flames. Love that. Newcastle fans. The away end. In full voice. Any more Flames? No, that's my finger. No more Flames. Sad times. Proofs very much on. And yeah, look, miserable day in summer. So half time, and I've gone into the photographer's room just to draw off a little bit because yeah, it rained a lot and I got very wet. And yeah, it wasn't a good first half, was it, for Town? 3-0 down, conceded in the 40th second, Isak with the goal. Bit of a wait for the VAR to see if it was offside or not, but it wasn't. Then Jacob Murphy made it 2, and then Isak made it 3 with not good goal to concede. But yeah, not a really good first half. Sammy Smodics has tried his best up top, but not much of a game plan there. Second half need to be better, but I think this game is done and dusted. I think Newcastle got the 3 points, and Town just to keep the scoreline down and hopefully get some goals themselves. But yeah, not a good first half and very wet. Let's see what second half brings. Well, that was rough. Ipswich Town have been beaten 4-0 here at Portman Road. I'm here with 2 fine gentlemen. In Wazza, nice to see you. Peachy, nice to see you. Yeah, you're
Hello.
fine gentlemen. You're fine gentlemen.
Bands back together.
Yeah,
exactly.
love that, love that.
Back together for Christmas.
We need a Christmas number 1. We need the money, don't we?
We're like Band-Aid,
Yeah,
but better.
yeah.
Done more for the world.
much better. But it wasn't good today, was it, my friend?
No.
I saw you at Wolves. Lovely. Good to see a win.
Oh, football was good until about 1 minute past 3 today.
Yep.
When we decided once again to shoot ourselves in the foot. Classic. That's the Ipswich I know and love.
Yep.
None of this winning. 4-0 down at home. That's my club.
Yeah.
No, wasn't great. Better side one. Simple as
Outclassed,
that.
just
We were just
outclassed.
outclassed. It was very easy for Wolves for Newcastle today. Just an all-round dreadful day at the office.
Yeah, not a great way to go into Christmas, my friends.
Oh, that's Christmas ruined.
Yeah.
That is.
Cheers,
what's the
Kieran.
point? Yeah. I mean, it's most disappointing, isn't it, that game?
Yeah.
This game we were just outclassed.
Yeah.
Outclassed, let's say, 26 seconds, there's a goal. The third goal, yeah, look, you sent the mids being just, I know we had nothing up top. Just get rid.
Yeah.
It probably won't make a difference, to be honest, but hey.
I don't know what the game plan was today.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it would go back to Muric.
Yep.
He'd 2 foot long to Smodics, who, with all the love in the world, ain't going to win you many aerial balls.
Especially against Dan Burn, who's
No,
about
so
6
he's
foot.
about 12. Yeah,
he's like
12 foot tall.
He's up there to me.
I just don't know what the game plan was, and obviously you've given yourself an awful start, and I know there's the old classic of everyone's got a game plan till they get punched in the face, but like, can we not?
I'm not a violent man. I don't know why I did
After
that.
26 seconds.
Yeah, it's just what was the plan today? I don't know what it was. I really don't know what we were trying to achieve
showed
today.
that not getting that third striker in January sort of like not cost us today, but it's hindered.
Yeah.
And also, Mr. Morse, he got his 5th yellow.
Yeah.
So he won't play against Arsenal.
Yeah, he's got a Friday off.
Did Mr. Atwell look good in the middle today, though? He
Yeah,
did like to make. I'm not blaming the ref. Honestly, I'm not. But he did love his.
Brought him up though.
I'm looking for excuses.
We're playing multi-ball today as well.
Yes, yeah. 'Cause it wasn't in the first half. It was 1-0, weren't it? There was a ball on the pitch in front of the line on this side, and they kept playing. And as Leaf went to clear it away, the refs went playing. I was like, well, surely his linesmen, lines people should say,
Yeah.
hang on a second, there's a ball on the pitch. Should we just stop the game?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm only jesting with that. Well, he's a rubbish ref. Anyway.
But
Rubbish.
there's
Sore loser. Give me some salt. I'm so salty.
Yeah, don't worry. There's no positives today.
Nah,
is there,
best side
unfortunately?
one. Simple as that. There is a positive today.
Yep.
Go and watch darts.
Yeah.
Love the darts.
Yeah.
Apart from that,
Yeah.
No.
Is it a Tell fan, I think?
Oh,
Playing Lisela.
yeah,
Ryan Miyiki.
Oh, he's got that
Yeah.
young lad. Is that Luke
Luke
Littler?
Littler.
He's
Yeah.
quite handy, isn't he, Luke Littler?
yeah. Should we just darts podcast instead?
Yeah,
Darts more
darts,
enjoyable
yeah.
than today.
Yeah.
No, simple stuff. Better team won. Can't really have any complaints. Only the small matter of Arsenal next.
Yeah, just that. No Sam Morsey for that
no,
either.
No, look, don't give him a corner free kick, they don't score.
Yeah, true.
Simple as
Set
that.
piece. Smart.
Yeah, that's our game plan.
So, Kieran, if
Smart.
you're watching,
Just get us on the touchline.
yeah.
Something will happen.
Yeah, but
Don't know what it'll be.
yeah, just not a good day, was it?
All I'm going to say, the positive note, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Christmas.
Up a town.
Up a tail.
Oh man, George, man, that was not good. Thoughts on that?
Sad day at the office.
Yeah.
A very
Merry Christmas.
yeah. Happy Christmas, everyone. We should say that first. But that was just a men against boys. Newcastle, very good side. We are just not really with it, are we?
How the switch though? Last week, unbelievable scenes,
Yeah.
and then today just outclassed, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. And I actually had a really good feeling going to this game. I don't know why. I thought, all right.
I went for a draw. I thought,
I thought maybe Newcastle a bit hit and miss from home, playing the week. Thought maybe a bit rally from this, and then 30 seconds in, goal. It took about 3 minutes to decide whether it was a goal or not. I saw the thing on the monsters. One like, well, he's one onside, but that was just the start of it, really. Just one defensive error to the next. Isaac's class, isn't he? And then that third goal, absolutely suicidal from Muric. I don't know what he's doing, and if I can be honest, I thought after he did that, I don't think it was unreasonable to actually bring Walton on. at that point.
Okay.
Because Miric is one of those keepers. I think he's like Halaki. He can make a really good save, but make a mistake. Where Halaki, he'll make a really good save, and then he'll probably make a mistake like in 10. Miric, he looks like he's going to make a mistake every time he does something, and he doesn't command his box. I don't think the back line trust him. I don't think the team trust him. And a team is built on solid foundations from the keeper forward. We don't have that. But it was a disaster performance from everyone, really, not from Miric, but he's probably the catalyst, because that goal really just made Newcastle go, well, we're 3-0 up at half time. What's the whole point of going to attack? And they made it 4. They did make it 5 briefly, and then VAR saved us for once. But just a really bad day at the office, and I don't know what we're going to really do now. We've got Arsenal next away, and then Chelsea, and then it's January, and we need signings. But I think, as I said after the Bournemouth game, that who's going to want to come to us when we're not winning? We really did miss Liam Delap today.
Oh, we did.
Really missed that process up top. I don't know why. Is this something about me as well? Why does he boot it to a man who's 5'8" to Dan Burn, who is a giant? He's up here. He's probably high as Bobby Robson's hand, and he's booting it.
Yeah.
Play it to his feet. But when we play to something to their feet, we go so slow. There's no quickness about it. But yeah, we just missed that today. And then when El Mohammadi came on, he looked really good actually for about 40 minutes, and then he ran out of energy. And then we just were, yeah. I don't know what to say really. I don't want to say it's
enjoy
the
Christmas,
inevitable.
mate. Just enjoy
I
Christmas.
will enjoy
Just
Christmas,
enjoy it.
but I feel like the inevitable is slowly happening. But I will not admit defeat just yet. But yeah, we just need to try and do something against Arsenal. Take a draw at the end. That sounds nice, doesn't it? That'll make up for this.
We'll get on the bus.
Yeah. Be like Mick McCarthy, get on the bus already. But
Yeah.
On to Arsenal, yeah.
So, man. Up next is Bloomers, and we've been up and down the country, haven't we, my friend? Watching Town struggle, do well, and we're back here with a defeat, and wasn't good, mate, was it?
No, sadly not. I mean, I just wanted to do this just to prove that I don't just do games when we win, and show that I am actually here when we lose, even if it hurts me massively. I feel like we were behind the 8 ball as soon as the first minute, really, and we didn't really recover from that. It felt a bit of a lost cause out there, and I don't feel like there's been many games when that's been the case, especially at home. I know the
Everton, maybe.
I was literally about to say, I think
Sorry.
No, you're right though. I think the Everton game is maybe correct, but even then, it probably wasn't as pronounced as this one. And yeah, I mean, second half's a bit of a non-event. Did we miss Liam Delap? Yes. Would we have got a better result if he was on? Probably not, because I mean, the entire team just looked like they lacked it today. I know that Muric will get a load of grief for the third goal, but I don't think it was completely his fault. But the trouble is, when he makes a rod for his own back with the previous errors, well, I'll say errors like this if you believe it's his fault or not, he's going to get the blame for this one, even though in my opinion it's probably not his fault. And trust me, like, if it was his, I'd see me telling you it was his fault. I think the whole team were a complete step below what they needed to be today. It wasn't competitive, and that's probably the worst thing you can say, because every game this season at home, other than possibly the Everton game, has been competitive. This one wasn't. This was complete antithesis of competitive.
Good word.
Thank you. Has no one else used that today?
No, what does it mean?
It means the complete opposite of competitive.
Okay. Well, I've learned something today. Every day's school day.
There we go. That's because I'm about 15 years older than him. Yeah, so, you know, you want to say, oh, let's move on from this quickly. Okay, great, you move on from it. What's next? Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Two big games, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Arsenal, Chelsea.
Fulham. Still.
Arsenal, Chelsea, you've got a Fulham, Bristol Rovers game in between, and then suddenly you've got Liverpool and Man City.
Brighton.
Sorry, okay, well, yeah, and Brighton as well. So it doesn't get much easier, does it? It's going to be quite fallow grounds at the moment. If you believe the form table. This is the thing though, it's like we've already shown that we can raise our game to compete with the better teams in the Premier League on our day. For instance, the Man United game, the Aston Villa game, even the Man City game, as we went 1-0 up.
Even Tottenham beat them 2-1.
Well, yeah.
You know,
Well, I said
they're Spursy.
I said the better teams in the league.
Yeah, sorry.
Look at me making a Tottenham joke after we just lost 4-0 to Newcastle at home. But yeah, I mean, You've got to play better than that at the end of the day. I know there's plenty of excuses you can make if you want to, with Delap being out and. Well, I say Delap being out, and no, there's not really any other excuse really other than that. Okay, you didn't play a striker. That doesn't mean you can't defend well.
Yeah. I think we do miss
didn't.
Axel, don't we? We do miss Axel.
Tuanzebe, yeah. I do think that it becomes more and more obvious that right hand side might be a bit of a issue, but yeah, it's tough sledding, and this one game doesn't define a season, but when it gets stacked on top of other stuff, it becomes an issue. And I haven't looked at the table at all, so I have no idea how this game has affected the table after the Wolves game, but just from a pure vibes point of view, it doesn't feel very good. So you have to forget it soon, but the trouble is, where does the next positive result come from? But again, at the end of the day, if it doesn't, you just have to say get on the chin and work out a plan of action for January, because God knows we need some reinforcements, and we're not. The fans aren't the only ones who know that. You might give the board grief. Well, so you might give the board grief. They haven't done much wrong in the last few years. You can give the board grief or whoever else, but I'm sure they realise that we do need some replacements, and hopefully in January we can get those. Will it be enough? The odds say probably not, but give yourself a fighting chance whilst you can. And even with this result and looking towards the end of January, if you're 3 or 4 points off safety, you are still within a chance of sorting yourself out, because you know how quickly these things can turn. But hopefully we give ourselves in January that chance to, punch for safety, because if we don't, it's going to be a very, very miserable second half of the season, and that kind of is how you feel now. But again, these results can happen, so you just have to forget it and move on. Hopefully we don't get embarrassed in the next 4 of the 6 games, and we come out the other side swinging, and that's the best we can hope for.
Tom, a final note.
Oh yes, go on. I was about to go
then.
No. Oh, go ahead.
I'm praising you.
He never asked me a question. Go on.
You smell very nice.
Oh, thank you. It's I would normally say like it's the smell of promotion, but we got promoted.
Yeah.
It's the smell of survival.
Yeah, there we go.
Actually, I'm lying. I've got a massive, massive cold, as you can probably tell. I've come down with a massive case of darts fever.
Yeah.
That's the issue right now. If you want a tip to get yourself through Christmas, this is not any massive insight, but you can still get Luke Littler to win the World Championship at 2-1. I'm not going to tell
the Ipswich fan tonight, though, doesn't he?
Ryan Meikle, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you to fill your stockings, but at the end of the day, this is a much better result than having an ISA. Get yourself money on Luke Littler to win the World Championship at 2-1, and you can come and thank me in January.
Gamble responsibly, of course.
Oh, 21 plus, gamble responsibly.
Yeah, there you go. Flat to go past. We're going to leave this in. So there's a motorcycle just going past. It was very loud. Hairdryer, that's what I call it.
Yep.
Kieran Keller doing a hairdryer treatment. Do you reckon he does that, James? Welcome back
Hello.
from New York. Lost 4-0, mate. Not good on your return. Your first Premier League game since you were 8 or something when you were young?
So, since over 22 years since my last Premier League game.
Kieran's here as well, by the way.
Like a lot of people would have been earlier on in the season, their first Premier League game in a long time, and today was unfortunately my first game. I moved from New York. I moved to New York nearly 2 years ago, and we've got 2 promotions at that time. So people do just tell me to stay away. And coming back today and seeing that, probably the least competitive performance of the season, maybe I should have also just stayed away.
Nah, it's good to see you, though, mate. It's good to see you. K-Dog, all the way from Wales, looking very Christmassy with your jumper and stuff. Yeah. Santa hat. Yeah, Santa didn't bring us 3 points, did he?
No, the other way from Wales has really hit us hard. Now you've said, "Oh, here's James from New York." Maybe you come from Cardiff. Like, what is it, you?
We've both travelled far.
Yeah. Dear, wasn't a great performance, was it? The only thing you really can say is we got what we deserved today. There's a couple of results that have gone against us. We've been competitive, and we didn't deserve what happened to us. We deserved more. I think today we deserved a pasting. Newcastle are a really good side. They were evidently much better than us, and they just ran through us. And they didn't really have to get going properly.
I shouldn't know about gears, but they didn't go to second gear, third gear, did they? Just before you guys get in.
Yeah, well, I just. But we could make that. Of course, at least you would know what gears are, unlike your learned colleague who only drives automatics.
Yeah, Alex Jones. I think he can drive a manual, but he prefers
chooses not to. Yeah.
Heafy doesn't drive, actually. He drives automatic, so anyway.
Yeah. It's just a modern thing. Yeah, they just didn't get... And then in the second half, even when they sort of basically sat off and let us play, they were still comfortably better than us. What more can you say? It's a disappointing result. Going into... it's only Arsenal we got next.
Yeah, just Arsenal. Well, I think that's been mentioned many times on this already, but just Arsenal.
What really surprised me, like seeing Premier League footballers in the flesh, and Newcastle today, like completely explosive pace as their first touch. They can just get round us so quickly. They boss us in midfield. They boss us on the wing. They boss us basically all over the pitch.
Isak's in my FPL team, boys. I'm like,
Traitor.
yeah, I didn't triple captain him though. I didn't captain him.
You should have done.
Yeah, should have done.
Yeah, we always live in hope. We always live in hope when we do fantasy football that I'm not going to put the players in that are playing Ipswich because we have been competitive for quite a lot of the season. So
I've left what's his face on the bench for Livramento. I've completely butchered his name. You know the
Livramento.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But I think he got did he get an assist today? I
don't
know. I know he had 6 points, so he's on my bench. So I left him, but I've got his like
Gets something for the clean sheet, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. He's on my bench though, so it doesn't.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's where the 4 points come from.
Yeah, if I
Two
go.
for it anyway.
But yeah, talking of points, I think that potentially it could be a very sad Christmas going into the New Year period for us. Not really expecting anything from either Arsenal or Chelsea. And, we'll go into 2025 with probably the amount of points we have now.
Happy New Year. Obviously, you've got to travel back to Wales, K-Dog. Any other thoughts before we wrap up? James, you're here for the next few games, which is great. So...
we didn't really look like we knew what we were doing without Delap, and it's almost like that decision was made without time to prepare. We had the debate on the pod all week. We've had debates in the chats and amongst ourselves all week. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? And it's almost like they've had the same discussions at Playford Road and have only just decided, like in the last couple of days. And what I didn't get was why. Finally, Muric decided, you know what, I'm going to start pinging it up top, which he hasn't done for 15 games.
Yeah.
And then to the one time, we've got a 5'7" centre forward. What fried my head was.
Do you think the game plan changed a little bit? Sorry to interrupt. To interrupt it, boys.
Yeah, all good.
Do you think the game plan changed straight away? Obviously, we conceded so early. Like McKenna went, oh dear.
No,
I don't think.
No, I don't think it would at all.
I don't think it made a difference because it didn't against Man United, did it?
Yeah, true. Yeah, they scored early.
What really sent my head exploding was when Hamadi came on at half time and Schmodix was playing higher as a left winger than he was as a centre forward. What are you doing?
I think it was a false nine. He was playing a false nine.
Yeah, but there was a couple of times where we managed to get Burns or Hutchinson away, or Kirsty would carry the ball, and Schmodix wouldn't get up with it. He would just sort of amble forward. You're the nine, mate. You're the centre forward. You've got to get up with the play. You've got to be the option.
He doesn't really want to do that. I think that's the problem.
Yeah. But
Quick shout out, Broadhead cameo. I loved it still.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll play much this season, but thought he looked lively.
Leave in January, you never know if he wants to play.
He came on with a play like a guy with a point to prove, carried the ball forward, took it on. It was something we sort of like what we'd been missing all game, and like for the last few games or something.
Game was done, no one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But even at that point, he was showing like that's the Broadhead that we know and love from the League One and from the Championship. The guy who could just take the game by the balls and just turn it. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's just something we haven't got at the moment. Sometimes it's the something that Delap does quite well, but without him, we just look lost. And we're not one-man team, but we just didn't look like we knew what we were doing without him.
Yeah,
which is a worry.
I must say, I still.
You're okay, Paul? Yep. Sorry, Paul is the cameraman. You're right. Do you want some water? No, it's fine.
Just to finish my bit off, I love being back here.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Seeing all the changes coming out of the station, Ipswich Station this morning.
Where were you today then? Where were you?
I was in the South Stand today.
Nice.
But yeah, just seeing how the ground has changed over the last 12. Well, since I was back in May this year. Yeah, it's great, and I still love the buzz of it all, even though the football on the pitch was like it's been for the best part of 20 years. Yeah.
Well, boys, thanks so much for joining me. You got final words?
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. And the final man joining me is Mike, the return. We won a game last week. You weren't there, which was sad. You're
I
back.
was there in spirit.
You were. Yeah, today, mate.
Saving up for a wedding.
True. Congrats again for that.
Yeah. It's not just a ticket, is it? It's the cost of getting there and everything else, and the pies and pints. Pies and the pints.
DJ, photographer, you know, if you're asking.
Oh, fuck, I forgot. I need a photographer. Yeah, go on.
I don't know, I'm a bit... don't like weddings, really. I don't mind going to weddings, but...
I'm getting married in Hong Kong. Do you fancy that?
Ooh, you know what? Never been.
Never been to Hong Kong?
No.
Good place.
Yeah.
Anyway, football.
Yeah, football. There was football play today.
There was, yeah.
Were beaten 4-0.
Yeah, I know, but...
Yeah, good one.
To be honest with you, yeah, it was good to see Newcastle here. You know, better than seeing...
Mum's team. My mum's happy.
Look, we're not going to win every game at the end of the day. We're lucky if we win any games at the moment. But I don't know. I've been aware, obviously, and in that time I've been aware. I've sort of kind of accepted that if we go down, right, which is a high probability at the moment, right, but there's still a possibility that we could stay up. January's coming.
Big.
If we could go out and nab a few good players, star players of the Championship, next season we're going to go in there, one of the strongest teams that have come down.
But you're sure they're going to stay though? Are they going to
like anything, Ross? I mean, we've propelled ourselves out of League One, right? We've got into the Premier League and the money that comes with it, which we've managed to invest into the club and everything else, and into a lot of things in the club, putting us in a really better position.
Well, they're looking to go Category 1 for the academy as well.
We're in a good position, Ross.
Yeah,
we might lose 4-0.
That's the first time we've been battered. It's the first time we've been really battered. Like Everton game was not great. West Ham wasn't. That great,
no, but if you start before the game asking yourself who's going to start up front, then obviously there's which is what the Kings of Anglia were doing.
Yeah.
Right. Who do you think will start up front? That's a bad sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we're talking about who we think might start up front, we've already lost the game then, haven't we? At the end of the day. So we've gone into it. It's a no-win situation. You can't. We would have been very lucky to get anything out of this game today with the amount of injuries we've got and the players that we're having to use and everything else. We just need to strengthen. I don't know, give some star players at the moment in the Championship 6 months Premier League time with a bit of Premier League money, with the eye of next season coming up and going down to the Championship and smashing it. Because I watch a lot of Championship football, I don't know if you do as well, on the old Sky box and that lot. And
you ain't got one of those dodgy
and I look
thingies,
at them and I go, we could smash these two.
Yeah.
Every week, every time I see a game. I don't think there's many
We did
teams.
that last year though, didn't we?
There's not many teams.
Yo-yoing. Do you want to be a yo-yo team, do you?
No, I don't want to be a yo-yo team, but look, what I'm saying is that the club is on a much stronger footing than it would have been if we did qualify for the Premier League. Say if we got into the playoffs and we lost in the playoffs, right? We'd have probably lost a few key players there and then, and I don't think the investment would have been made in players. Would McKenna have stayed? I don't know. He might have done to see it out, whatever. But because we've got the bonus of this Premier League, this free hit in the Premier League this season, which it is a free hit at the end of the day, right? We're building ourselves a much stronger squad for the Championship next season, if we go down, obviously, because we're surrounded by bad teams at the moment for some reason. If we go down, we're going to be in a really strong position, and I think that we'll probably tear it apart, and then we'll come up in the Premier League in a much stronger position than we are now. That's what I'm thinking. So that's giving me a lot of hope. And then when I come to games like this and we concede in the first minute,
shush over there. And we sorry, some loud people over there. John Watson, Liam from Crew, Kieran and James. Very loud, been very rude, Mike. Big games up now. Arsenal, Chelsea.
Well, are we going to beat Arsenal? No. Are we going to beat Chelsea? No. Well, we might be competitive against Fulham because they seem to, you never know. But we need to get through to January, see who they bring in. But I think they're going to strengthen from quality players in the Championship. Those who want to come in for a couple of months, possibly keep us on. Yeah, because they'll be playing for the wages and everything else. But with an eye on the Championship next season, smashing it. Because we'll be in a much stronger position than we were last time we were in the Championship, and we steamrolled it then, didn't we? So I don't know. It's like it fills me with a bit of positivity. I know we've just lost 4-0, and a lot of people are upset about it. But
It's not
come
ruined your
on,
Christmas,
at the end
has
of
it?
the
Ruined
day,
your
it doesn't ruin
Christmas?
my Christmas at the end of the day. Because I look at the club and I think where this club is and the position it's in at the moment is miles away from the dark days.
Well, yeah, we're outside in League One, and we're like, oh, here we go, another season in League One.
Yeah, another season in League One, and I'm thinking, oh, this is terrible. How can we? How is it we can't beat Lincoln? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I just see that
Nope.
we're in a stronger position.
Who's that? Is that Father Christmas with our January strikers?
Probably Championship calling.
Oh no. Let's see.
Nah, it's Lewis.
Someone call Lewis.
Do it.
Ignore it. Well, Mike, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Will I see you
Merry
before
Christmas
the
to
New Year?
everyone at home. I hope you have a good time and
Eat your turkey and
God
all
will,
that.
peace to all men and all that.
Yeah. Thanks again for watching Game Day. Merry Christmas. And I won't be Happy New Year because I'll see you for the Arsenal game. So see ya at the Emirates.
At the Emirates.